Welcome back, students. Today we will see about the metal forming process, the additional or supporting process. Okay, such a process like how to make the blank, how to make the punch, and other supporting operations we will see. Okay. Now here the small example in this figure, all the process are available. First we will start with blanking. Blanking is nothing but we are going to make some portions which is extracted from the strip or the metal sheet. Okay, the output from that one is the product which we want, that is called blank. We are going to make the blanking by using this punch. Okay, there is a small difference between punching and blanking. Okay, what is means punching means in your paper in the exam hall you are taking a punching machine to make a hole so that you can use your thread to tie the paper with the graph sheet or additional sheet. Punching means making the hole. The output which is made from this hole will be thrown to dust. But in blanking, we are making that small portion from the workpiece. So this is the useful product. This is the scrap. In punching, we want to make the hole in the workpiece or specimen. So this is the specimen, and we are made the hole. The rest of the thing will be waste. Okay, so this is the smallest thing how you can identify the difference between blanking and punching. And another term is called piercing. Piercing, if you are taking the medicine or any ointment cream and there will be a small letter written in the thing, pierce over here, that means very small hole where there is no material going to be waste or very minimum amount of material going to be waste or it be removed. That is called piercing. So it is close to each other. Punching and piercing is close to each other, but there is only one small difference between each things. And what are the things we have studied is available over here. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one. You can see this is the scrap and this is the blank. That portion is removed. That is blanking. This blank will be used to go for other deep drawing process to make plate, tumblers, and other any vessel container, etc. Okay, and piercing is nothing but we are going to make a small hole. That portion which is removed from the hole will be thrown to the dust. Okay, and here also for your better understanding, not only in round shape, at any shape we can make it. Here it's in rectangular shape, blanking. Piercing is in round shape. Now another one is metal shearing. For making it from the big sheet or larger amount of sheet, we are going to cut into small sections. If you want, you can go with oxyacetylene cutting, but that is not good. If you want to go for wire cut EDM to cut the specimen, but it took more time. For certain amount of thickness up to 3 mm, 5 mm or 2 mm thin sheets also, we can put it in the shearing machine and we are going to give the force over the shear. Okay, from the upper punch and the lower punch will be table or lower punch will be fixed, and we are keeping the workpiece here. Then we are going to make a force from top to down, so it will shear the workpiece into two half or required number of pieces. Okay, that's a clearance. Now what is this? Then most of the number plates are nowadays using this type of modern technology. We call this as embossing. Okay, so nothing but making the provision of the numbers and other things. First you have to take the numbers, then you have to put one plastic pad over there, then apply the forces so that it will be getting this record shape. That portion is called embossing. Not only the number plate, that some digital boards and other things also using embossing. If you want more about embossing, use this clip. Now trimming. So now shaving or trimming, and nothing but all the male candidate, they know very well about shaving and trimming. Shaving means removing everything completely, and trimming means partially removing the products. Okay, so trimmed only available here. Whenever you going for deep drawing process, the excess material will be go and stuck in and around this thing. So we need to take that from the finished product. That called trimming. Okay, so if you want to remove the whole top side, this portion, that called shavings. Okay, lancing is nothing but we are not going to cut and throw the work specimen. We are going to cut, but the extra portion which is taken will be attached with the workpiece. It will not throw to dust. It will be here making some projections. Very much useful in developing the attractive parts making some coolant inlet output and other things, we are going to use this Lansing product. Okay, if you need a vent for some duct and other things, instead of cutting and throwing the material from the plate, we are making this type of arrangement so that air will come and it will stuck over here and it will go inside. That's very much useful. So another one is the metal forming process. Like this have the strip and it's a sheet metal, okay, thin sheet, not for thick, thin sheet only we are going to use. We are having two grippers or holders, you may call. We are holding this thing with very tight. After that, there is a forming tie is available which will push from top to bottom, no, bottom side to up, okay, down, up, so that these projections will be projected over this thin sheet. Okay, you see how it looks like. Now shape is made. Okay, now not only the simple shapes, we can make some complicated shapes like this also. Okay. So you can see the punch is available, blank is available. We are going to push it. This initial stage, it's a final stage, and it's a part which is drawn from that one. Okay. Now bending operations. So in your laboratory experiment, you may see in the 3-bind bending test, and here we have a lot of bending operations are available. This is called normal air bending operation without any support, anything. Just we are going to drop the punch in the air and it will come and touch. It makes some bending. Okay, and here also bending in 4-side machine means it will be completely closed. Yes, it may try to make complete close, and this is the 2-side punches which will come and approach over here. So this portion will be bent, and the top side, it is open, right? It will be bent by the top side punch. As you can see, it is coming down. It will come and give the force so that both will be closed. So there won't be any open. Okay, so channel bending, you know the channels, what is meant by channel, and that's what only, nothing but the shape will be available. We are going to drop the punch from it so that we will get these type of channels. It will be very well useful for making the ducts. In U bending also, it is in square, it is in U, not the difference between these two. Rotary bending sheet metal, it's very much important, because when you are going for normal bending, and this is for full bending. If we want to make certain angle or anything, we can go for this one. For initially you have to take the workpiece, then you have to apply some forces, and bottom die also available. Then we have rotary die. Initially it will come and touch, and it start, and one side is start rotating. It will go and push the plate on the direction of rotation, so that that expected shape will be get. And there is one more big terminology is available, we will see. Before that, we will see the flexural test or 3-bind, 4-bind bending test. If you are using 3 points, 1, 2, 3, the bending test is going to be happen. That is called 3-bind bending test. Instead, if you are using 4 points, then you are going to do the bending test, means 4-bind bending test. Okay, so top rollers only going to receive the force, and we are going to get the deformation. And this bending test will be used for thin sheet materials to check their bending ability. And moreover, in the welding portions, we will engage our specimen to 3-bind and 4-bind bending test to check the weld integrity and quality, whether they have a defect or defect free. And this is the experimental setup, how it looks like. And that's space between these 2 rollers, and this roller to this roller, or the ASTM standard only we should follow. Okay, you cannot blindly follow anything. Now there is a big terminology called spring back effect. Since in thin sheet material, when you are giving the force to make a deformation, some certain amount of force will be absorbed by the thin sheet materials. Later it will be released. Okay, that is called a spring back effect. During stamping or any process, if you are giving the deformation up to our expectation, means it will bend, but when you are removing the punch, it will go back to its original position. This is how it's going to be looks like. If you are not believe, you believe like this. So initially you taking one small pin, you are going to give the force, so it's perfectly touching each other, these surfaces. So when you are removing your finger from that, so stored energy will be liberated, and this much gap is made. This is called spring back phenomena. It is available with all the thin sheet materials. Okay, so students, thanks for watching. Keep supporting me.